play and how often do you guys run that practice? That
Never.
Practice?
Ever.
Never.
We just made a decision.
When he called the timeout,
we literally were like,
you'll see us walking. I said,
he was like, I'm throwing that. I was like, I'm gonna shoot it. We already made that decision. Not to say that we were gonna go against Eric's play.
No, but we got 0.5.
We just had point. Yeah, we knew that
So-
most likely it was gonna be a lob. She's probably gonna take it out. I'm probably gonna be the person receiving a lob.
Pepper.
So yeah, it was just one of those things where we had our minds made up that we were not trying to go into overtime again because the last time we didn't end so well.
And as soon as I saw her 1-2, I said, and release.
Yep.
That's it. That's over length too. That's still in your face. That's a lot of.
I mean, yeah. Granted, I guess I got a little cheat code because me and Sweet played together. So and I'm used to playing against length all the time. So it's just one of those things where you just gotta shoot the ball.
I just like to say I threw that bitch over JJ too.
She did. Because when you was out of bounds,
I purposely took the steps
I know,
back so
I
I
was
could
about to say,
see.
I'm like, damn, JJ kind of big. And then that's why I took my 2 steps so big.
When I stood up on her, it was like this. When I took a step back, it was like this. I said, okay, I can see.
Yeah, no, you do it perfectly, bro. It was like so perfect.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of going throughout, you're leading throughout the game, but even you guys had everything locked up, right? At 7th seed, and Eric said, hey, we're not gonna play anybody crazy minutes, but both of you got up above 30 anyways. Was there a moment during the game where you guys kind of said, okay, we're gonna go all out for this?
When we started the game,
Yeah.
honestly, when we started the game, I know Slim and I both, we want to send a message. You are going to have to see us all series long, regardless of the injuries, regardless of whatever. You got to go through a really good team still, and a team that's hungry, a team full of dogs, a team full of relentless people that have been through a fucking storm this year and are hungry. So we just wanted to make ourselves known and let it be known that this is going to be a really good series. We're both really good teams. This game today was amazing. It's a little taste of what the series is going to look like, the crowd, the atmosphere. I'm really excited for this series, but it was on us to finish this season strong and feeling confident and good going into postseason against the team too.
You guys feel like you match up well with them?
Yes.
Particularly.
Yes. Them in Vegas, yes.
Ain't gonna lie to you. Yes.
We do.
with just like me joking, like, oh, like, yes, but at the same time, no, for real. If you look across the board of these teams in the playoffs, we're fine against any team. But in reality, in playoffs, you want the good matchup. You don't want to play a team that got 7 bigs above 6'5". You know what I mean? You know, Dallas. No shade.
No shade. Y'all took all the bigs in the league.
Yeah, so it's like, for us, we want to have a fair shot in playoffs, especially in the predicament that we're in with missing bodies and missing crucial players and getting players back, that we thought we lost again. So yes, New York is like one of the ideal matchups. We won't say perfect, but they're one of the ideal matchups.
Yeah, shit, you want to go against the best.
Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of like a little love story at this point. Like that was our first game of the season. Game. Everybody been talking about them versus us versus Vegas. They don't talk about us. We're probably one of the few teams that playing against the Vegases in the New Yorks.
Y'all might not talk about us, but they gonna talk.
But they gonna talk. They don't want to, but they gonna talk. So respectfully, we talk about each other. We all talk about each other.
Yeah.
And just last one for me, and I'll shut up.
We them girls. We them girls. All of us.
All 140 boost is this to go out, to finish this regular season, go into, we always talk about going in with momentum. I thought this is a hell of a momentum builder, it seems like.
Yeah, I feel like we just wanted to go in feeling good, feeling confident in our offense, feeling okay on our defense, and just really testing ourselves for this last game. One last big test before playoffs. But this is good. It's just I feel good, but at the end of the day, our regular season is done and playoffs start. So this win means nothing. We have to go get another one on Friday night. And then we got to play again on Tuesday. And that's just what it is. So the score is 0-0. We need to be very humble about this win and still stay hungry.
Yeah, because they coming.
They coming. They coming.
Every team be winning.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Going off that, obviously, you guys, both yourselves and Liberty weren't kind of, the same rotations you're gonna be like on Friday, were one of the exact same teams you were, you got Is there anything you felt like you wrote today that you went out to learn today that you can use coming up in the series?
We can't tell you that.
Yeah, no, it was just
We can-
honestly, it was just about us and just getting back to us and how we want to play, and we want to play with pace. We want to be able to get stops on defense and disrupt and get out and run in transition, and that's just who we are. So it was good just to get our feel back, and again, in this type of atmosphere, to see it, to hear it, because you can't hear shit in this arena, which is really good, right? Like, it's really great for our league. It's really great for both of our teams, but you don't want to be shocked by that type of atmosphere on game one on Friday night. So more than anything, it was good to just get in here, feel the environment, feel the atmosphere. And it was, I can't wait for Friday.
It's like every
I
layup.
love when the big lights come on. There you
Every
go.
layup, I'll be like, ah. I'm like, it's a layup.
Yeah.
And I remember on that last play, part of it was given a little sell to the defenders. So part of it was given a little sell that you were to screen for a lane.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Just what went into doing that quickly enough you could come off and have enough of the, sort of a gap between yourself and Stuart.
I mean, honestly, it just comes to a point in your career. Like for me, as a defender, I know how I would defend this play, right? So for me, as the opponent, as the offensive player, I now have to lull you into thinking that what exactly is about to happen is going to happen, and that's how I get open. So if I know, I told E before the play even happened, I'm like, step one step below me. Just step one step below me, like that one step. I used to think my college coach was being in like an a-hole when he would be so anal about one step difference. And it is crucial detail, especially going into playoffs. That one step down that E took allowed me to step down one more, which brought them lower, which means instead of me shooting a 17 or a 19 footer, I'm shooting a 15 to 12. And it's easier. It's not even a shot anymore. It's just a floater. Now we got a better chance at the ball going in a little softer than a regular jump shot. And I literally, like, I caught that ball and I caught that ball and I floated. I was like,
No, I know. That's why my face was like this.
yeah, but like literally it's fine details and just having that touch with each other. Even me and Tash, like we were in sync that entire possession. I looked at her, I saw JJ, I'm like, all right, most likely she gonna throw that thing up. So I had to make sure that I was coming off at an angle where I knew exactly where, just basically the corner of the backboard extended. Like I always know that where that lob is going. So I know, get the right footing. I trust her. She just had 15 assists last game and I had 7 of them. Like I received the ball 7 times out of that. So I'm like, I think she gonna find me. So I just gotta do my work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, we talked about the overtime game last time. How big is the confidence boost off this, knowing that, I mean, they came back to tie it and obviously said the crowd was crazy. If you didn't win it, I'm guessing confidence not an issue, but twice in a row they would come back and done something.
Overtime's hard against a great team like New York. You let them back into the game. I think we fouled too much at the end there. We got to be better and more disciplined on the defensive end of just getting stops and executing. But yeah, overtime would have been hard against another New York. So for us, it was like, okay, we need to execute. But also that confidence, that sense of confidence of late game on the line, 0.5 seconds. Are you guys ready for this? And we are, clearly we are. So that's just another bit of confidence going into playoffs that like, okay, if we get into a situation like this, we've been here before, okay, and we know what it means to be here. So that's huge for sure.
The other one is this playoff series starts Friday. I mean, it could take 2 weeks to get this thing done. Are you fans there and you've had success in the playoffs, having so much time between, or you rather go, okay, play Friday, play Sunday, play Tuesday type thing?
No, honestly, I love the downtime because this has been a 40-game season in which we have gone through hell, and Slim and I have played 30+ minutes every single night, regardless of who's been in and who's been out. So this was a really good game. This is our normal minutes and all of that, but now it's time to get our bodies back and really just get back, execute some things. We haven't had a full practice. Like we don't talk about it enough. Y'all are laughing, but it makes the season so hard. We literally fly, play, day off, play, fly, play, fly. Like we have not had a practice in a month. So the fact that we've been able to still, kind of put wins together without practices, it will be nice to just get home and have a full week of practice for once.
Kind of going off of that, I mean, you're talking about practice and then Slim is talking about details. So what?
I love your pin, by the way.
You already know.
Yeah, you already know what it is.
But
It says protect children, not guns.
been wearing it for too many years.
Yeah.
That's another story, but.
Sorry.
That's okay. What would you like this week to look like for the team? If Slim, you could start maybe.
Yeah. I mean, for us, it's gonna be a good week for us to get in and really, like we said, fine tune those details in playoffs. This will be our, fifth time playing New York. We can play them for a possibility of 8 games total throughout this entire season because of the playoff games, but we are gonna go into practice, look at film like we usually do, try some new things, tweak some old things that worked for us, probably let go of some things that hurt us. But we get those days to really fine tune all of those offensive and defensive details. I think individually, we're probably just gonna go look at film, look at what we did, best individually, check our body language, because it's much more than just the physical basketball. Like we need to, in those moments when they were going on the runs, how did our body language look? How did our energy look? Like everybody just take that 1 second of accountability to know that all that leads into the game going down to a final shot for us to win. Like it's not just the last 2 minutes, it's every minute that we played that led up to how we won this game today. So we don't want to get in those positions, so we're gonna try and do our best to do whatever we can to not.
I mean, Slim really said everything.
Yeah, stole it,
That's
yeah.
you're good. She went with it. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
I mean, and I left you hanging last question.
No, it's
so-
okay. I love you. Yep. Teamwork is the dream.
Gotcha.
Period.
Alright.
Her.
Pepper!
Yes, Pepper. Let's hear it.
As someone with playoff experience, does your mindset change kind of going from regular season to postseason?
Absolutely. The lights get bigger, so you got to play better. I love this moment. I love postseason. I feel like it's when I personally play my best basketball, but I think it's when everyone just really, yeah, girl, the forehead is forehead.
No, I didn't look. I didn't. I
Just
just
braid
I was
it
checking
too.
my edges.
Check our hair.
I'm
Shout
so
out to
sorry.
Tiff. Okay, but yes.
Textures.
But this is when we play our best basketball. Something that I said in the huddle today, before you even started the game is like, look at this crowd. Embrace these moments. These are moments that when we were kids, we dreamed of, we prayed of, and let's not forget, we prayed for these moments right here, these blessings right here. So, postseason, that's my favorite part. This is when you really show what you're made of and what your organization is made out of. So I'm excited for this series. And like I said, I want to go against the best, and New York has been the best. And Vegas, no shade. Like, I don't want no beef, no problem.
Shade with it, no shade with it.
We don't want no shade with it, okay?
No shade with it, no shade with it.
No shade. Come on, baby, no shade with it. Oh, you heard that too?
Her. You like my voice?
Turn you on.
Please, you gotta go.
You gotta go. We're gonna keep going. You gotta go.
Just interject.
Did you have another one?
Gosh.
That's okay.
That's
I love
crazy,
you.
Pepper. I'm gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying? We made eye contact. I'm just.
All right, I don't know if it was asked, but you guys pretty much finished the season how you ended it, you beat New York.
Oh,
That was cute.
that was cute.
But you had everybody to start the season, and then in the season you did have everybody's songs, Chrissy and Shakira, but just in between, we barely had anybody. So just looking back, did you just think that it's going to end this way? And just talk about, I guess, the resilience of you all.
But God.
Thank you, Jesus.
But God, all jokes aside, seriously, we have been through a hell of a regular season. I don't think any of us thought that this was gonna happen. We didn't know what it was gonna look like,
I
you
would
know?
have told you lying.
Yeah, but I'm just really proud of our resilience as a team. We had maybe, and this is just being like raw and honest, we had maybe like 1 or 2 games where we as a team gave in to our circumstances and we looked around and kind of went like, poor us. But it wasn't like a poor us, beat us up. It was like a poor us, we're fighting each other because we all just trying to figure out with who we got, how do we win? Nobody wants to lose. So it was like a weird frustration, because it was, we all wanted something good out of it. We just didn't know how to get there. But after we figured it out and then people coming back and us trying to figure out that flow, just credit to each other, credit to the coaching staff, credit to the organization, because there's a lot of things that were happening behind the scenes that kept us afloat. We said it in the locker room, you take 3 starters from any team. You take 3 starters from any team in this league, they're not gonna do what we were able to sustain in this whole entire season, and we stand on that.
And we listened while y'all was talking that shit too. We listened.
But yeah, like we take that and we take that, you know, to the heart, and we realize that whoever we have, whether it's the Mighty Eight, whether it's the Lucky Seven, or you know, however many we have, you know, we go out there and we play our hardest and we play our hearts out and we play Mystics basketball. And win or lose, we chuck that shit up and get ready for the next one. Damn, that season was crazy.
Yeah.
Any more in-person questions?
I just started shaking my head. She got one more, I think.
It's my one more question. What you got tonight for Cowboys Giants?
We them
Cowboys
boys.
trash.
We them boys. Don't
Y'all
do it.
Cowboys
We them
trash.
boys.
EAGLE.
I'm gonna say EA Sports. It's in the game.
That fine man, Jalen.
It's okay.
Breed of one.
Go them
We
boys.
love
We them
you.
boys. I love you, Giants, you know,
Go
but
Eagles.
in my uncle's household.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right, that is all the time we have.
All right.
Eric will be
Thank
here shortly.
you, Hunter. You guys have a great day.
So they said no matter what you call it, they're running that play at the end of the long. Cause they thought there 0.5 seconds left, that's them going to the huddle.
That's nice. I mean, it is what I called, so that's nice. It's nice to know.
I mean, to win this game after they came back to tie it and the momentum was their way and the crowd was ballistic.
Yeah, they made some shots. I mean, I thought we did a reasonably good job defensively once we started rebounding the ball. But you know, it's not a game that had importance in the standings to us, but you know, especially once you're in a game like that and you got to lead down the stretch, you want to make sure you close it. So it's good. Hopefully that gives us a little boost, but it's going to be a whole new ball game come Friday night.
Was there a moment in the game that you guys were there and leading and you know, minutes for those two particularly started to tick up? Was there a point where you said, now we're just gonna go with it and ride these two, even though they're getting up to 30 minutes in a game where you were trying to keep everybody balanced?
Yeah.
Almost everybody was right around 20.
I mean, I did get a bunch of people an extra break in the fourth that maybe I normally wouldn't. You know, I took Slim back out. I let Tash sit, you know, a couple minutes longer, maybe than normal. And I got Slim and Ariel one more break in there. So, you know, I was making a trade-off a little bit. But yeah, kind of, we wanted to see if we could close one out.
Can you take I know Dougie asked quickly about the inside play, but can you take us through the play, what you were, the entire design of it, and why you want to get those matchups? Just take me through that final play, what you wanted to do.
Well, it was good, first of all, that the officials listened when I said there should be more time on the clock, because I don't think they were going to. And well, I mean, shoot, we had a game here. I felt like we should have won a couple months back on a similar situation. It didn't go for us, but first of all, when Slim can jump that like that, she's an obvious lob candidate. You know, you figure you have Elena screen for her and either can switch it, which they did. And I mean, it's a hell of a pass from Tash to get it up over Stewie and Slim to be able to catch it and finish at the high point like that. But I don't know, it's just nice to execute it and make the shot, obviously, and avoid overtime, most importantly.
Drawing that up, what goes into the decision to sort of run, you know, I don't know what you call that kind of screen that people call it quarter, whatever, with sort of EBD, you know, the defense expects her to be coming up on the slides instead she sets a screen. What goes into just deciding that you wanted to use her almost as a two?
It was really a 2-option play. You know, it was Slim or her, depending on how they played it. And, you know, that's where you got to trust your inbounder just to make a quick decision. You don't have a lot of time to analyze it. She saw Slim break free a little bit and threw it up. If they both gone with Slim or Elena had a little easier seal, then she probably would have thrown it there. But, I don't know, 0.5, you got time to catch and shoot on the ground, but it's easier when you catch it up and just let it go. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I know there's been a ton of instances. There's been instances during the season where, you know, you're a little bit frustrated with, like you said before the third quarter last game, you know, you were a little bit frustrated with that. And a game like this where there wasn't much on the line for you guys and to respond the way you did, what do you take from that? What does that say about this group that that they were still fully into it in a game where they could have been like, okay, we're just gonna try to rest a little bit today?
And I think they knew that New York was likely our matchup, and I don't think they wanted to come in here and show any weakness or, you know, feeling that we were just going to roll over and give them one. I think, you know, we felt like we had dropped one when we were up here before. We just got prideful pro basketball players. You know, they're competitive, very competitive people, and if they're going to lace them up, they're going to play. You know, I think it's really hard to be out there playing and be less than 100%. You know, giving less than 100%. It's going to look bad. It's, you know, that's when something stupid happens. So they wanted to win and they wanted to play.
And last one, what did you like about the offense today? You know, it looked more like Phoenix today than it did against the Dream.
We took pretty good care of the ball. I thought we did a good job for the most part, not getting bogged down. We got into our stuff a little bit quicker. You know, they put good backcourt pressure on us with Laney and Caleb Thornton, those guys, and we handled it well. I thought we felt a little bit more connected on both ends of the floor today.
Actually, I lied. I was gonna ask about the defense also. Last one. What did you identify something, a certain way that you guys wanted to play Stewie today where, you know, she wasn't as efficient as she usually was?
Played her pretty much the same. We played her all year. You know, she, I'm sure she missed a couple that she'd like to make. We did a good job not putting her on the free throw line. You know, Tiana, Elena, whoever had her did a good job not playing with their hands, but using their body. I think that's the biggest thing. You know, you can't lose her in transition. You can't give her easy drives when you have communication breakdowns, and you can't have her shoot 8 to 10 free throws. So you gotta do at least one of those things. Yeah.
Thank you.
Obviously today, both you and Sam, you weren't playing the sort of minute distribution you're gonna have to play in most playoff series. You know, you weren't, you have a whole bunch of prepared specific game plans to attack and counter attack. But did you feel like there was anything coming in today that you were sort of looking to learn about the Liberty and how the matchup might go, or anything that you're able to take away during the game?
Just a little bit curious. You know, the last time we played them, we didn't have Elena and or Ariel, I don't believe. So it's, you get another look at how a team is going to defend those guys. Of course, they can always change that. And, you know, we want to see kind of where we were at matching up with them. And again, we can always change some things. I'm sure both teams were trying to win the game without giving too much away or you know, we didn't make a whole lot of defensive adjustments through the game. And now we got a few days to take a look, but I wanted to see us play hard and play together. That was one of my biggest things, and compete. And I thought we did that.
And in terms of the series, you know, you guys both on the Northeast corridor for the game, not the longest drive between you two, with sort of just the one game open between them and really the home, or as we the away at home is set up. What's the plans for the travel? If you know, and how do you feel like that's the sense you like for resting and covering?
I'll be honest, it's easier for us to get to Indiana or Atlanta than it is to get to New York. By the time we either train to Penn Station and bus over to Brooklyn or bus straight up from DC, it's not the easiest travel trip for us, unfortunately. Traffic, you know, we were in traffic yesterday coming up, kind of what it seems like whatever we choose is going to be the worst route. But, you know, we'll fly up on the charter, and then I think we'll go home probably between games for a couple of days and sleep in our own beds. It's a lot of days to be here otherwise with the game so spaced out.
I think would be like a Sunday night game instead of Sunday afternoon. You just have people come up, and it also means if you were staying overnight, couldn't get back to this.
Are we Friday, Tuesday?
It's Friday, Sunday here, and then Tuesday back in Washington.
No, Friday, Tuesday here.
I just looked it up.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's 2 days staggered, the series. Yes. So that's why we got some time in between. Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Yep.
It's all that, yeah.
Zoomers?
Any more in-person questions?
No.
All right, we could go to Jen.
Hey, Erica, congrats on the win. You know, you alluded to the overtime loss up there earlier. What do you think it is about these two teams that keeps kind of producing these down to the wire overtime or just before it finishes?
two good teams with some similarities and some differences, you know. Both have, you know, Hall of Fame post players and kind of contrasting guards. That, you know, Sloot's one of the best probing, facilitating guards. Sabrina shoots like she does, and then, you know, Laney's shooting the ball great, and then ours are a little bit different. You know, we got kind of two-way guards that play both ends and you know, take pride in their defensive matchups. So it's just kind of a natural matchup. Each game has been close to a degree. You know, I know opening night we got them a little bit, and then they got us at our place when we were without some people, but I don't know. I think it should make for an interesting series.
And then just wanted to ask you about Ariel real quick. You know, second game back now, 11 points, probably that many times she ended up on the floor too. What'd you like from her?
Didn't like being on the floor. That's why I got my technical. She looked like she had more of a rhythm tonight. You know, she shot the ball in rhythm, got to the foul line. She was active defensively. You know, same thing last time when she was out. Second game looked a lot better than the first. So she'll get a couple days of practice under her belt and hopefully keep going that direction.
Thank you.
Rafiq?
This is Rafi conducted by that sports. So congratulations on ending the regular season on a strong note. With the regular season tied to like what can you tell me about the excitement level between the first round matchup with the Mystics and the Liberty?
Yeah, I think it'll be a really interesting matchup. You know, it'll be a Friday night in Brooklyn. I imagine they'll have a great crowd. We've played two crazy games up here, and I think it'll be a series that a lot of people are interested in watching. It's kind of crazy that it's a best of three, but you know, I guess that's our fault for being the 7th seed. So we'll go into it with confidence and competitiveness, and you know, hoping that our best part of the season sits in front of us.
And how important was Brittany's science have been throughout the regular season, including that foul play in the season?
I told her I've been waiting to use that one for her. We haven't had a chance. She just does so much. She's so active all over the floor. I've you know, tried to figure out as we go better ways to put the ball in her hands in situations where she has an advantage. But you know, defensively, she's so active, as everybody knows. And I like that she chipped in on the glass today. I thought that gave us a big help.
Appreciate your insight. Good luck in the playoffs.
All right, thank you.
All right, that concludes media for the regular season. Thanks, everybody.
Who said you guys haven't run that in practice?